Hello there, Sev from 17 once again, bringing you Chapter 4 in my Killzone 3 Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. This one is called Icy Incursion, and you're going to know exactly what this mission is because it was the demo mission. And for the most, it's pretty much unchanged. The only thing you're going to notice is the demo cleverly cut out certain sections of this level and knitted it back together with sections later on. So for instance, when you get to, you know, the end of the first, what the fuck are these things called, these oil pads, whatever they are, oil rigs, no idea what they're called, but when you get to the end of the first one, instead of going directly to the next section of the level where you're on foot with Rico, there's another oil rig. And I think it's fantastic because Fear did the same with the demo where they knitted a bunch of separate sequences together, and when you got there on the main game it was different and it threw you for a loop, and I really like that. I think that's clever demo making. But for this start section, it's the exact same as it was on the demo, and if you didn't see my walkthrough of that, all you have to do is clean up all the suppressing fire, shoot the electrical cylinders underneath the masts to blow shit up. And this is definitely a very easy on-rails section because you're at very little threat, it takes a lot of damage to kill you, you should never really fail this moment. The only thing that might take a little getting used to is if you're used to having a crosshair when you fire this gun, because it's one of those things where you either can get used to it and stomach it or you can't. But once you've done the oil rigs, you get to shoot this fella out the sky, and then you will carry onwards. And then they're going to put us down, and you'll notice I'm trimming out as many cutscenes as I can to make the videos as short as possible, because this game is very short. This game is almost as short as Homefront, I would say, with its length. The only difference is it's got a ton of cutscenes, and the cutscenes really give it length. So much so that the first time I played the game I thought it was pretty damn long, and I only realised it was the cutscenes filling it out when I came to recording, and the recording run was really quick. I managed to get this done in 2 sittings, but this section, there's a couple of guys across there, just pepper them with your rifle, even though it doesn't want to fucking work, which is and you'll notice I'm using a little bit of cover to do this, mainly because on Elite they light you up really fast and you'll die. The only time you're definitely in cover is when his gun is up in the air like that. That means you're attached to it. Before that, you know, all the rules go out and you can still die, so be really careful. And when you push up here to my left, there's going to be 2 to 3 guys over there. Just clean them up as quickly as you can, and then push through that kind of like open tent thing or whatever the hell it is, that little building to my right where that dude was in the doorway, because there's a nice ammo refill in there, and it leads to the next section. And this is all about distance. I mean, if you can keep as much distance from the Helghast as possible, your gun is going to seem, you know, inferior to theirs, but you're going to take a lot more damage and you're going to survive for longer. Be careful of this room, because this room can be bad. Answers on a postcard if you can tell me what downed me then. No idea, but how fast was that? And that's the only reason I left it in, because I personally thought it was fluent bullshit. But that's what you've got to deal with on this game sometimes, so you've got to be really careful. But you'll notice I've put this gun on because my assault rifle for some reason just fails me sometimes, and I like to run around with this thing, because at least you know when you start firing this, people are gonna die. And you come up here, be careful when you come up here, because there's about 3 people in this room. There's always one guy behind that desk, there's always one guy to my left behind that desk. There he is. And if you handle it like I just did, you'll have no trouble. If it doesn't quite go as planned, you'll have plenty of trouble, because I died a few times here, even though on the demo I didn't think it was that challenging. Just goes to show, the AI is dynamic, it doesn't always happen the same twice. And here I go switching to the STA-15 or whatever it's called. And this is the rifle that I alluded to in another video. And if you can get your hands on one of them, I would definitely say use it, because it just works a little bit better than everything else, even though sometimes it doesn't work. So you'll just have to put up with that. But here comes the Jetpack guys, and the Jetpack guys on the demo were nothing, pointless, didn't understand them. In the main game, they're a little bit more deadly, so you need to be really careful with these guys. So, like I did before, kill them with your heavy turret. It kills them so very quickly. It's the easiest strategy to take them out. Use this cover. Don't stay out too long, because they will strip you dead with those assault rifles they've got on the wrist very quickly. And be careful of that. When you see them veering towards you, they do a suicide bomb when they explode, and it can kill you. Another enemy that does that as well is the sentries that you come up against later on. They're bastards for doing it, because you kill them, you don't think all about it, and then they kamikaze you. So be very careful of that. But once you've killed them, you can push up here with Rico. You're going to see another cutscene trimmed out, and we're going to be in familiar territories once again. Because now we have a jetpack, and now we have to go and destroy some oil rigs. So here we are. The jetpack itself takes some getting used to, but once you do, it's pretty okay. The hardest thing you're gonna have to get familiar with is no reticle for the really good hand cannon. And this machine gun that's mounted to the jetpack has pretty much unlimited rounds. The only problem is it will overheat, but you can still fire it for a ridiculously long time before it does so. And I would implore you to get as good as you can with this gun. And the main reason I'm saying this is because there's a section coming up which is probably the hardest bit of the game, or one of the hardest bits. And it involves taking on about 5 jetpack guys with no cover, and it's really bad. And right there I was contemplating trying to boost and get onto the oil rig that way, but don't do it, you'll just fall off and you'll see that dirty brown water that means you've died. But when you come across here, be very careful, because this is elite. The AI is so fast to kill you, it's unbelievable. And I do a little jump shooting on this guy, try and clean him up. There's a guy to my right down on the main cargo ship. I end up falling down here because I'm a retard, but just be careful. See, that guy, I don't know if that was the guy I shot who didn't die and then got back up, which I think it is. And just look, how many bullets did I hit that dude with? What the fuck is he made out of, you know what I mean? Is he the same material as Chuck Norris's beard? The ever-enduring Kevlar that is. Unbelievable. But there's always a guy over there, and there's always one guy at the opposite side of these cargo crates on the bottom floor there. And you'll notice I flanked round to him, because I did a little panic fire there to try and lure him out, but it didn't do anything. So I come round here, and there he is. And you shoot him 300 times more than you need to, even though this game, if you don't, they don't die. And then you come round here and there's that guy, and he really nearly kills me there. When your screen is going black and white and there's hardly any music, that is full on death screen. The reason I don't shoot the barrels is because it destroys the staircase, and I don't like the staircase to be destroyed, because whenever I boost in the jetpack I seem to be a much easier target than when I run. So when I get up here I run across, and always look down there. He is always there, and he will kill you if you don't know he's there. So kill him. If you need any ammo, there's one of the ammo crates there, but you're going to see the technique that I used on the demo to flank these guys, where I run around this side, throw a grenade, and I run back around the other side, throw a grenade, and it's just a little bit of a war of attrition between you and those people, because they have better cover and a better position than you, and there's a lot of them. So be mindful of the guy that's in the room where you need to go, and be mindful of the guys that stack up on the other side of the room. So right now I'm exploiting the fact that I've got a free refill of my grenades, and I'm just tossing them over there, and I keep chucking them in that guy's building, but for whatever reason he's so good at not getting killed by grenades. I could really do with a couple of lessons from him. But toss them over there, wait for your life to come back, and it gets to that point where unless you can kill them, look, he's chucking a grenade at me, the cheeky shit, you have to just kind of rush in and try and clean them up, because they will just hide. And right now I even do a pretty decent throw, look at that, straight into his room, and it doesn't kill him. And I don't know if that's just a testament to how much damage they take or to how wank the grenades are, but that should have been a kill in my book. And I come through here, clean him up with a bit of hip fire, and there's another guy across there, watch him, he's always there. And once you've done that, you are clear to rig this place to blow up. And that fucks me off to no end. Why is it that once you go left and you go right, it should take control away from you, and he should take his hands away from the console, and it should be done? But for some reason, it isn't. And you just look like a tit spinning your pad trying to make him let go. I hate it. I hate everything to do with the 6-axis. It was just trying to be a fucking Wii before it decided to do the move. It pisses me off. You'll notice I was pausing during the cutscene there. I haven't trimmed the cutscene out, and the reason I was pausing is because I was trying to skip it. But like most things in most games, there are some cutscenes you can't skip, and it is beyond me why, because they're all the fucking same if you ask me. There are some people that don't even play the campaign, so you know what I mean? Why have unskippable cutscenes? We realise you put a lot of time into choreographing your sequences, but it still fucking blows. And right now, This is one of the hardest parts of the game. There's 3 guys in front of you here. There's those 2 there. And there's one to my left. You see him in the distance? Now he comes running in. As soon as you interrupt these guys, over to my northeast right now, there's going to be a jetpack guy that turns up. Do you see him? There he is. He will always be on his own, this first guy. Kill him as quick as you can. Where he came from will be 3 more. And now there's going to be troops. So do you see them pulling up? There's 2 of them. Try and just kill whichever one you can. And I stay by this area here because it seems to be the best cover. You can try the cave. The caves sometimes work, but other times it fails you. There doesn't seem to be a consistent cover. And these guys are so quick to kill you, it's unbelievable. You need to get really lucky and hope you kill them first. I managed to take out the second one. I know that he's there, so watch him. Just pray you can get a cheeky spray off on him. There he goes. And right now, unbelievably or not, we're not safe. On top of this ice canyon, there's going to be people spawning, and there's also going to be people spawning into the little valley in the middle. So I like to use the cave now to flank them. Be careful of those cylinders. If they blow up, they will kill you because of those electrical things. And there's one on this corner right there. I'm trying to shoot it now so that it doesn't get me by accident. But there's a dude sniping me from up on that ridge. And the Helghast here can kill you so quickly, and the checkpoint is before you killed the jetpack guys. And my god, if you die to the normal Helghast after killing the jetpack guys, it is the biggest kick in the balls ever. So take this slow, don't rush it, play as intelligently as you can, and as soon as you think you're safe, eke your way out, and then go over to the bridge that you have to blow down and continue the level. But do not rush this part is difficult, it is legitimately difficult. And on Veteran, I died a hell ton of times on it. On my elite run through, I only died twice because I got kind of lucky and I knew what to expect. But once you come up here and you realise it's clear, you can proceed to get onto the next oil rig and continue Icy Incursion. But this is the end of another one of my videos, guys. So as per usual, if you like my videos, it helps me a ton. If you favourite them, I'm sure that helps a lot. If you subscribe to me, that's fantastic. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can. I'm trying to make my videos as entertaining as I can. But that's the end of this one, so I'll see you in the next. And you take care now.